Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade-Bloodlines. In the last episode, we helped out Ash, a rather depressed celebrity and a vampire who was in possession of the Asshole. He was tired of living his vampire life and wished that his actual life had been brilliant but short-lived, as opposed to dim and drawn out. We helped him escape from the watchful eyes of hunters by leading him through the sewer systems underneath the Asshole. We fought through quite a few of them, and that was tough. we managed to do it with just a sliver of life left at the end of it all. He gave us $500, and we wished him well. We then visited Romero, the caretaker of the local cemetery. Apparently, he's been tasked with dealing with a zombie uprising, which has been ongoing every night for the past few months. He's under the employ of the Baron, Isaac, apparently. He gets to shoot zombies, he gets to have some blood, but he doesn't get to leave. He wanted to have some fun with someone preferably voluptuous. And there were two ways to go about it. We either take over for him and kill a bunch of undead, or we find that voluptuous girl for him. And we ended up doing the second. She didn't really want to go at first, be really creeped out by the graveyard, but we had the presence of mind to convince her to go. And I'm sure she and Romero had a real blast, as it were. Romero, and thanks for this, improved our firearms skill by 1. We haven't, by the way, spent much time looking at my current stats, so here they are, just in case you're curious about what we've taken so far. I'm thinking the next thing we'll be spending experience on will be wits, bringing that to a second blood point, and at that we're done with wits. And we'll probably be focusing on, I think appearance will be next, or maybe a point in, stealth, and we also have disciplines, so I'm not sure which of these we'll do at the moment. We could also spend 3 experience points raising Brawl and reading that book. That would give us 6 unarmed, which might be enough to actually grab the hunters in close combat. You saw me try that a few times when we were leading Ash around, and we didn't have the melee to do it. That might be helpful to us. In any case, we have a few other tasks to do. I figured the first thing we'll do, though, is go back to downtown. We'll talk a little bit more about our stop in Vesuvius, and then we'll reach Maximilian Strauss and ask for some assistance in dealing with the gargoyle located here in Hollywood.
Need a ride?
I do, man. Just drive. Back to downtown. Yeah, so at the end of the last episode, we visited Vesuvius, another club, and we met the proprietor, Vivi, Velvet Velour, who doesn't let anyone call her Vivi, but insisted that we do so, and that we flaunt it, if I recall she said. She really took a liking to our character, and I liked her too. This is the first time I've actually really talked with her. We weren't able to talk with her when I was playing my Nosferatu. I mean, I don't have that playlist uploaded to my channel anymore anyway, but you don't get to walk into Vesuvius as a Nosferatu. At least I don't recall that that's something you were able to do. On that note as well, my Malkavian was rather terse with her, and called her by her real name, and she took offense to that and threw me out, if I recall correctly. So this is the first time I'm actually was able to have a polite conversation with her, and things seem to be hitting off between Vivi and Lotaeri. So I'm glad I'm glad they're having some private time, and it's not even there's no sex involved, which is what what Jeanette was all about instead. I think Velvet is probably a much more sane vampire than dealing with Jeanette. But to be fair, the Vorman sisters, we shouldn't expect them to be sane anyway. They're a part of the Malkavian clan, after all, whereas Velvet is part of the Toreador. Now, she could be using us, of course, in order to have... she did give us have a task for us to do, the elimination of a hunter who was watching her, and actually worked for Vesuvius for a little bit. So it's probably a girl, and she's probably able to take care of herself. She's probably now working at some other location close to Vesuvius. Probably the Sin Bin would be my guess. And so we'll be trying to deal with her. Velvet has asked that no innocents be harmed in our attempt to eliminate her. So we'll have to figure out how to distract anyone else inside the Sin Bin. We are here because we've read about gargoyles, and Maximilian Strauss, the primogen of the Tremere Chantry here in Los Angeles, probably has some idea of how to handle them, since we found a book in his place dealing with such anyway. Let's see if he might be able to give us some more assistance in dealing with this creature.
Hello, Neonate. How can I be of assistance?
Maximilian, do you have a few minutes to talk with me?
Of course.
I don't know what to call him. Like, he calls us Neonate. Is a primogen the correct term to use when we talk to him? A title? I have a question for you about gargoyles, Mr. Strauss.
Gargoyles? Why are you asking about gargoyles?
It seems that one lives in an old theater in Hollywood. I have some questions.
What can I tell you about them?
What is a gargoyle?
A gargoyle, put simply, is a creature that was created to protect the Tremere clan in the early years of our existence. They are very powerful, and not to be trifled with.
Do the gargoyles still serve the Tremere?
Well, many gargoyles still serve their Tremere masters, but a number of them have since rebelled and gone into hiding. They are a sentient race, but ultimately unfit for the freedom they desire. They need the guidance of their former masters.
If I need to get rid of one, how do I do it?
With much difficulty, I'm afraid. Gargoyles are notoriously resilient. Their hides are made of stone. Firearms will be almost useless. Blunt force is the only thing they understand.
We discussed this briefly, viewer, when we saw the sledgehammer for sale at the Red Spot. We will want to pick up that weapon. A few more questions about them, Mr. Strauss.
What can I tell you about them?
You're not telling me something about this gargoyle, Maximilian. I can feel it.
Yes, I know something of gargoyles, and of this gargoyle in particular. I had hoped that he would meet his final death, but it seems my creation still lives to torment me.
Your creation?
Yes. Many years ago, I created this gargoyle to protect the Chantry from our enemies. He was a faithful servant, and saved my life more than once. Unfortunately, he became increasingly upset about his role as my protector, and wished to be set free. I refused to do so. Finally, he stole away into the night, and I haven't seen him since.
I see. Well, Isaac Abrams has asked me to get rid of the gargoyle.
Isaac Abrams? His disrespect for the Camarilla is surpassed only by his hatred of LaCroix. If he finds out, it will be a source of great embarrassment for the clan and the Camarilla. He cannot learn that this gargoyle was my creation. Do you understand?
Yeah, completely. I won't tell anyone about your secret, Maximilian.
I appreciate your discretion in this matter, Neonate.
Good. What do I need to do?
Here, take this. It is an ancient ward that may help you on your battle with the gargoyle. You need only carry it on your person to enjoy its protection.
Thanks. I think you won't tell us anything new, but let's ask anyway. How do I best defeat the gargoyle?
With much difficulty.
Okay. One more thing, Mr. Strauss.
Of course.
Okay, I'm out of here. See ya. Alright. I think with this information from Maximilian Strauss, we will destroy the gargoyle. I was planning on doing this anyway, not trying to talk to it or convince it to join Abrams. I don't think we have the persuasion to do so anyway. I think we need a higher score to do that. He gave us this token. The strange talisman is unusually heavy, emitting a palpable power. It reduces the amount of damage done by gargoyles. Since we're since we're not in Hollywood, I'm thinking we'll stop by our... Actually, how much inventory space do I have? We have enough space. I think we'll be okay. I was going to stop by our haven really quick to do some inventory management, but we'll be alright. Oh, we also learned, by the way, in the last episode, that seduction is not a free feed in the clubs, which is what I thought, how I thought it worked. I thought you were guaranteed a success with any of the girls or guys you're able to hit on the clubs if you had seduction. But it doesn't work that way, it turns out. It just merely gives you the option to select from among the choices that would allow you to do so. We didn't hit it off very well with the girl at the asshole at all. that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. How about it? Now that I'm aware that we have to be careful with what I decide to choose, I suppose we got lucky with the other few times. And I don't mean getting lucky in the other sense of the terms. I mean, I chose the correct response after we used seduction. So we'll have to keep that in mind going forward. We did also learn that 7 Seduction does indeed allow us to talk with the prostitutes, and we are able to feed on them for free, assuming that I, again, choose the correct topic. On that note, we do need a little bit of blood.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
I'm a little short on cash, but I'd love to spend some time with you.
I'm gonna show you such a good time. You'll be begging to pay me. Let's go somewhere more intimate. You lead the way.
Alright, let's go. I think right around the corner here is good enough. A bit weird. I suppose she's a bit of an exhibitionist. Alright, let's see. Can we run? We can run. Is this acceptable? I don't know where a good spot is. This is super awkward. How about here?
Need some company?
Uh-oh. That's a really weird voice that you did. You're also... Okay.
Hey, baby. Need company?
I do. Yes. We're not going to the sewer system. That's a bridge too far. Maybe we can just talk with her over here. I thought she would start the conversation. Let's see. Is this a good spot?
Not here. It's too public. We need our privacy, sugar.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, she's not that much of an exhibitionist. I don't know where a good spot would be. Right over here? This is, I mean, a bit out in the open. You really gotta do something about your skirt. You have no shame at all. This is kind of like a main highway for people.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
Sure, let me show you. All right. Fully topped off. All right, so let's now go back to Hollywood, and we'll deal with this gargoyles now. We're gonna need space to carry the sledgehammer, though. I think we'll sell our fire axe.
Hop in.
All right, let's go. So back to Hollywood. can quick save. Alright, so the red spot first. We'll sell our fire axe, gain a sledgehammer, and then see what else is... I think we're... Well, I wouldn't mind having some blood packs, but that means going back to Santa Monica to buy some from Vandal, or go to my haven to grab a few there. We'll see how difficult the battle is without them. I seem to remember the gargoyle fight not being too difficult, as long as we don't, as long as we move around a lot. We have Celerity rank 3 to help us with that.
Hola.
Hey, I like the special. Alright, so we're gonna sell our fire axe. $100. Very nice. And we'll purchase the sledgehammer. How much did I want for this book? $33. No, we'll hold on to it. A bit weird to use a sledgehammer in so much that we don't have a great deal of strength. Only 2 points. Which I suppose makes us quite strong, all things considered. Compared, like, I suppose our blood is making us actually stronger than we look. But wielding this as a weapon would not be not my choice normally. I can't think of any other weapon, though, that will do decent damage to a piece of concrete. So this will hopefully do it for us. I remember its entrance being quite pronounced as well. I think the battle more or less happens instantly when we walk into the theater. Let's see how right or wrong I am about this. When we're done with this, we'll go back and talk with Maximilian Strauss again. Oh, and I guess Isaac Abrahams as well. Is that right? Let's see. Okay. I don't have Maximilian Strauss written here for the gargoyle, but I think we will go back and tell him first that we completed the task, and then go to Isaac Abrahams after that. There was a theater like this, an Asian theater, down where I had grown up at when I was rather young. I'm not sure what they put on here. I guess it's like kabuki. I've watched a few. I don't know quite how to even describe it. I think I'm saying it correctly. I've watched a little bit of kabuki. I find it interesting. I don't understand the nuances of the motions that they do. But I still like it, even though I don't speak the language or understand what they're saying. Maybe it's a bit weird for me to admit to, but I like it's a form of art I don't quite understand, but I can almost kind of appreciate it. And someone's let's get inside.
From your bones.
You must be the gargoyle I'm here to get rid of. Oh, and he smacked me immediately. Alright, let's use celerity. Oh, Tim, spacebar's not... Spacebar, you... am I stuck? Okay, I'm not stuck. I use the spacebar a lot. As a means to dodge. Yep, I'm still doing it. We'll keep using celerity. Wow, this is actually really handy, being able to just dodge out of the way. Or you know, or get punched in the face. That works too sometimes. it's actually blocking. Let's get a little bit of distance. Whoa, nice! Isaac's not gonna probably appreciate the damage done to his beloved Asian theater, but I don't think it matters. Woo! Oh, that was fun! Excellent, excellent fight, Mr. Gargoyle. Alright, well, before we leave, let's investigate what else might be around here really quick. We don't have a high inspection, so I don't think anything's really gonna stand out to us. Ooh, wow! Yeah, that's a fun little fight, that. As long as you, Celerity makes it really easy for me to have avoided its attacks right there. I think there's probably something in here we want to find. And instead of making you guys watch me search the whole place while trying to think of stuff to talk about, I'm going to cut the recording here and give this place a good once-over. I'll be back if I do or don't find anything. Hey everyone, there's a videotape here. This must be another one for, another girl poster, is my guess. Tap Hotel, Shuffle Step. I didn't see anything else here in the theater, so we'll make a quick pass out in the main foyer. And if there's nothing there, then we will be done with this spot. And we'll double back and talk with Strauss again. Alright, nothing is really standing out to me. Let's check. I doubt there's anything up here, but we'll quickly look anyway. No, nothing up there. Not allowed into the bathrooms. Nothing here either. Alright, well, with a little bit of renovation work, hopefully Isaac can get this place up and running again, now that the gargoyle's been cleaned out of it. Alright, so back to Maximilian. Since now I have this tape, I think we'll also stop by our haven. It'll give me an excuse to leave the sledgehammer there. I don't think there's anything else we're really going to use a sledgehammer for. I don't remember another gargoyle that we have to fight. But we'll hold on to it as a memento. Actually, no, we won't. I think, well, it was 119 bucks. I hate just to sell it then. Meh. We'll leave it someplace in our haven along with the gargoyle token. I don't think we'll need any more either. First, though, to Mr. Maximilian, let him know that we completed the deed for the Camarilla. And that we're not going to tell, assuming that this is the proper order, and we'll let Isaac know second that we defeated the the gargoyle. And we won't mention a thing about it being Maximilian Strauss's gargoyle.
Going somewhere?
Away from here. All right. Well, you know, we're short on blood again. I think the prostitutes actually reset when you load into an area.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
I am.
I'm gonna show you.
All right, let's go to her favorite spot. I mean, on the road. Not never mind, viewer. You're too young. All right, let's go ahead and head to the alley. which is also where everyone else happens to be walking through on occasion. Oh, you know, Fat Larry... Oh, I have nothing else I want to sell. She's still following us.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
Sure thing. Let me show you. Yes! I'll have to watch her carefully, though. Okay, yep. Her blood pool was restored to full. Well, I do indeed, despite my earlier statements late statements last video, I think 7th deduction is very nice for the convenience that you don't have to go and hunt down stragglers. Very helpful for when you're streaming or doing a let's play and you don't want to waste everyone's time. Yeah, that's really handy. I'll just... Well, go say it, Tim. Say it. I was gonna say we'll have to try out some of the other prostitutes in order to see what they say. Do they all say the same thing? They probably have different voices. You know, variety is the spice of life. you can't just you can't just use one prostitute. You have to try multiples of them. Well, once you open that door, you know, the prostitute door, you're just gonna have to just keep at it. Man, this it's not. I'm failing my sort of huge role with you viewers. All right, let's see if this is who we're supposed to talk to next.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance?
You have a few minutes to spare, Mr. Strauss.
Of course.
I resolved the issue with the gargoyle, Strauss.
You did. That's quite an accomplishment for one so young, neonate, and with discretion as well. Again, you impress me.
Just doing what I feel is right.
And your efforts are well appreciated. Please accept this gift as payment for your accomplishment. The Tremere clan appreciates your confidentiality.
No problem. See you later, Maximilian. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. We don't want the anarchs. So once again, I think Lotaeri's leaning towards the Camarilla as the, well, maybe not leaning, but toward I'm having him do Camarilla related things. I like the laws that they follow. I like the idea of the masquerade. It might be something Lotaeri considers fun as well, even though I don't know if VV is a member of the Camarilla or not. I can't remember if she's a Camarilla or an Anarch. Maybe Isaac would know a little bit more about her, though I'd feel a little guilty asking about her behind her back. Maybe Velvet would tell us that herself, about where her loyalties lie. But it could be fun to have, not to refer to her in this manner, because we're not going to have any physical relations, but she's like if she's a member of the Anarchs, that makes her a bit forbidden, which is also a bit more fun, if we think of it that way. Alright, so let's go to our haven next. I suppose while we're in the area, we can stop by... what's it called? The Confession. And see if we have any more money backed up that Venus there can give to us. And we have 6 experience points as well now, everyone. So I said I want another point in wits. So let's go ahead and take it. Yep, you said you wanted that, Tim. Do it. We're probably now all done putting points into wits. The next thing I think we'll save up for is maybe another rank of Auspex. Was that 10 points? 5 points. Yeah, we'll grab a second point in Auspex. I think will be... Oh! Or maybe 1 point in Brawl, since we have the Brawl book to up it to 6. And then I think we can feed on Hunters. I think. Oh... No, we shouldn't do that. I wasn't... I don't know. I don't know if I was... We'll hold off on that at the moment. So, okay, so do you want to cut the recording then, Tim, really quickly, and just come back when you're back in Hollywood? Yeah, I'm just going to do some inventory management stuff, everyone. You don't need to watch me do that, so I'll be back. Alright, everyone. All done with inventory management. I think what we'll do next is go over to visit Mercurio, and we'll pick up that Spaz 15. We'll sell him the shotgun that we're currently using as well to clear up that inventory space. This will also give me a chance to check to see if the Spaz uses the same type of ammunition the shotgun does. I think it does. And it'll be a more damaging, quicker fire weapon. And I think it uses clips, magazines, instead of me reloading individually into the chamber, which is good because that means it reloads faster, but it's bad because it means I'm not going to be doing any combat reloading, which I think I was doing against the hunters in the last video. There was another $250 waiting for us at Venus's place as well, and the Fey Charm. This Grim Totem makes you feel light as a bird, adds 1 to dexterity. And it also occurred to me that I wasn't wearing, or maybe I was wearing. Oh, I was wearing. Okay, I was wearing our light leather during that fight. Good, okay. All right, well, that's cool. So now we have a standard, 3 points in dex. So if we need an 8 lockpicking, we can just swap to our normal clothes. And with a 10 lockpicking, with blood buff, there isn't a single lock we can't pick in this game at the moment. So, arguably, I don't need to put any more points into dexterity, if it comes right down to it. I think there's another article of clothing you'll be able to purchase, which gives you even more defense, if I recall correctly. I think it's a 3 soak. I can't remember if it lowers your dexterity by another point, though. In any case, we're gonna go and visit Santa Monica. It'll give, I guess we'll do it now. So we'll go and pick up the Spaz, and then we'll investigate the Gangrel, whose card we found.
Where to?
Or at least possibly a location of his haven. So that would be in Santa Monica.
What's the hops, bro?
Alright, so that's down that way, but we want Mercurio first. We should probably pick up... I should have grabbed some blood from our haven. I think we'll also get a blue blood pack while we're here from Vandal, after all. A little bit of blood could go a long way if I end up having to use more of my powers. And it'll probably be celerity. I have 2 experience. I really should save for celerity or presence, or maybe even a point in stealth, since we've been using a great deal more stealth than I originally anticipated using with Lotaeri. I'm surprised how well we've been able to stealth through certain segments, given that I tended to only do that with Obfuscate to guarantee I could do the stealth parts correctly. I think it really helped with the Elizabeth Dane that we were able to use the cameras. That would have been a real nightmare to sneak through. And I think I just got lucky, or my memory of all these spots for the Astrolite mission was good enough that we were able to do that without too much trouble. And the people in there are still having fun. But past few weeks we've been visiting here occasionally. Hey, Mercurio.
Went downtown to get my fix. When I went up to the top of the tower, I could hear LaCroix shouting from down the hall. Seems pretty disturbed about the sarcophagus business. Glad I'm not wrapped up in it.
You're lucky.
Anything I can do for you tonight?
Yeah, I need some equipment. Okay, so... It's only worth $8 to Ithaca? Well, we'll sell him that. And we'll buy the Spaz 15. It uses different ammunition. Okay, Spaz 15 12-gauge shells. This magazine holds 6 12-gauge shells for the Spaz 15. $20 each. Oof. Ooh. We'll even buy one more of it. That's expensive. but probably arguably worth it. Oh, you know, this is an Elysium zone, everyone. I just realized that. I thought it was a Masquerade zone. I guess it would make sense because probably the game designers don't want you shooting Mercurio in the face. Okay, so now what are we doing? I don't know if we're ready to handle the gangrel at this point, everyone. I really don't think we can. But I think... we're here. Give it a try. If you die, you can reload and come back and do it later. Well, we're gonna die several times trying to get to him. you never really forget the Gangrel's area, given how difficult it is to get to him in that area. There's a whole lot of instant death in a maze before you actually reach him, if I recall correctly. He doesn't want to be found. You know what? I think I'm convincing myself to wait until we have maybe a higher rank in celerity before we go visit him. So we'll do that. We won't go to him now. That means I should have... Well, my old haven's here. We could leave the key card there. Vandal.
Oh no, and like, it's a mesmerizing liquid, isn't it? The color, the bouquet, the form. When I was a kid, I used to wait for the snap of the rat trap. It would trickle out of the animal's face and ooze just far enough to coagulate around the cheese. A poetic death.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm curious, because this might impact where I buy, if I buy blood from him, but I know if I ask and he tells me someone else is hooked up to the chair, Lotaeri's done buying blood from Vandal. Maybe we just don't ask, because we don't want to know. Yeah, just sell me some blood. I'll buy a single blue blood pack from him, and that will do. I don't want to know. We'll try to convince ourselves that it comes from normal... that it's extra blood from blood drives. From donors, as opposed... And I mean donors, I don't mean someone forced to donate their blood, tied up to a chair like Lily was. I'd rather not know. Plausible deniability. We'll go with that. Okay, I guess we will try to see if we can handle this, the Gangrel. I don't have any melee weapons with me. No. You know what? Then we shouldn't do it. I would at least want to be able to defend myself in melee if it came down to it. I don't remember the arena we fight him in being rather large. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait. So then let's go... So then why... I shouldn't have bought the blue blood pack, but I guess... I'll still be glad I have it on me. So let's go back then to Hollywood. We'll talk to Isaac about his gargoyle problem. And then we'll explore more of the strip.
Need a ride?
Yeah, just drive. I should have checked my computer while I was in the area as well of our haven. Alright, so Isaac's is down here. Let's go through your head, Tim. I'm trying to think of where we're spending our experience points coming up. So, my mind's working on that. Do I want to increase my brawl one more point to read that book to gain another point in brawl? That saves 6 experience points. Could be useful. Could be very useful. Again, that might let me feed from people in melee when combat's actually started. It's tempting. But, well, saving experience points up to raise my celerity or presence would be very nice. So I think we should do that instead. Or if nothing else, I can also veer into taking perception up another point for range combat 8. Yeah, range combat 8 would be good for 12. Or again, another point in celerity or presence would also be really helpful. Yeah, okay. We will actually not put point in brawl. We will try to save up for celerity or presence instead. Probably celerity. That made quite a difference versus the gargoyle, so I'm imagining celerity 4 is even more powerful.
Any luck?
I've killed the gargoyle.
I admit, I thought you'd come back here with a stone foot lodged in your backside, but I'm glad to see you've proved otherwise. You've got a lot of promise. It's a shame you're still working full-time for the wrong side.
I've got nothing against the Anarchs.
I'd like to hope so. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Right. Later. No, we're not going to rat out whatchamacallit. No way. Oh! Hey! Okay, well, I mean, we didn't have a violation. That's useful to know, though, that we could have gotten a redemption from him. Well, I guess useful for you, viewer, to know in case you decide to play this game. It'll probably be a few years before I play it again. That gives us 3 experience. We need 12 more to raise celerity or presence. It's going to be some time before we do that. What's next on our... What do we still have left? The Brothers Salvage. Finding Gary. We need the tape. We're not going to do the Tommy Flayton quest. Alright, so... Alright, we're looking for the sin bin then. That was up ahead and on our right, slightly past ground zero, around the corner. Oh, past the Victoria's Secrets. So let's head over there. I seem to remember exploring the sewer system here at Hollywood for more than just a Nosferatu. I think there might be a way to take that to get into one of these other buildings. But I don't know why I would want to do that other than to do a little sleuthing. And I don't think we
need a date?
No, I'm good. We'll let you know. Yeah, let's just look for the sin bin. I wonder... Well, it's tempting to use Auspex to see if we can sense any other vampires out here walking the strip along with us. But the range of it and the duration is not nearly as good as I would like it to be if I'm just going to willy-nilly use this power in that way. The Fastbuck is not a place we can go in. That guy really likes staring at that wall. This poor guy. Man, it's a creepy statue. Just stop that. That's just really disturbing. All right, let's head on in. I like the bass of that music. It just occurs to me what I'm looking at here. I just walked in again looking at the shelves, you know, just perusing the wares. I'm like, is this a spot where you want to peruse the wares? I'm not sure if it is. That tune sounds like something that would be from Total Distortion as well. I've mentioned Total Distortion a few times now, everyone. I actually ordered the CD. So I got like one of the last ones I could find on eBay. And I'll see if I can record it. It's an interesting game. I can't recommend it. My memory of it isn't that great. But it would be kind of fun, I think, to show you what it was like. Anyway, I'm babbling. So, let's talk with the gentleman here. He looks rather respectable.
Hey, you slick.
Hey! Who are you?
The name's Flynn. I'm the proprietor of this here establishment. Anything you want, you can get at the sin bin. Depraved ain't a four-letter word here. You know what I'm talking about?
Tell me about this place.
The sin bin? Man, we've got filth of every flavor. Just tell me what makes your bits tingle, Jack. I'll set you right up.
Yeah? Tell me about some of your, products.
Man, we got everything you'll ever need. Softcore, hardcore, gay, straight, farm, or furry. We got shockers, shivers, self-lubricators, and strap-ons. Chains, crops, and canes are in the back next to the triple ripples. Like I said, we got it all.
Man. Triple ripples? Maybe I can use some of this stuff. Show me what you got. Oh, he actually sells stuff. Alright, holy crap. A baton. Makes sense. A knife kind of makes sense. Estrogen and birth control pills. How about it? Do I have anything I want to sell him? I don't think we do. I don't know. This spiky stick seems like it would be right up his alley, or right up someone's alley, their back alley. We'll hold on to our +1 defense item at the moment, though. Let's talk with him about a few of the other conversation topics we could.
What can I do for you, Slick?
So, you got a girl who works here with her broken heart tattoo on her back?
Yeah. Chastity. She works downstairs in the booze. But if you're looking for someone to, pull your cork, I got better girls than her. She ain't exactly adventuresome. Know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure she'll do just fine.
All right. It's your dollar, but if you want a private show, you're gonna have to wait until the booth customers clear out. The girls don't come out for one-on-one action until then.
All right, one more question for you, Slick.
Yeah? What do you want to know?
You ever heard of Death Mask Productions?
Those guys? Yeah, I heard of them. Why do you want to know?
I might be in the market for some of their products.
Really? You a cop?
Do I look like the 5-0 to you? I'm just trying to get some information.
All right, listen. I'll tell you a little bit, but if anyone comes asking, you never heard it from me. They produce only the most hardcore video. I'm not even talking black market here, more like black hole market. Not the kind of product you want to get mixed up in.
Yeah? What kind of stuff?
The kind of stuff that gets you put in jail for just talking about it, all right? Snuff films is just the tip of the iceberg. I only seen one of their videos, and I swear I couldn't eat for a week.
Really? Is the stuff in their videos real?
Real enough that every cop in 5 states has been trying to track these guys down. They are bad news, pal. You want some advice from me? Stop thinking whatever you're thinking and get your ass back to Kansas.
Well, Flynn, I've got this crazy tape, and I need to find out if it's real.
A tape? You mean the tape? You've got a copy of it? Have you seen it?
That's right. What of it?
Look, man, get the hell out of here, all right? I don't want any part of that scene. I hear people seeing that tape ain't been coming home for dinner. I don't deal in that kind of stuff anyway, so just take it somewhere else.
Look, Flynn, I need to find Death Mask Productions. Where are they?
Forget it, man. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Huh? What? Who are they? Seriously, get the hell out of here.
Look, I'm a collector. You can tell me what you know.
Okay. Look, all I know is that a guy calls on the payphone down the street every once in a while. He'll say something like, the moon is a terrible mistress, or some creepy shit like that.
Yeah? And then what?
And then all you have to say is, who walks the night with demons of dread. Supposedly you'll be told where to meet the guy to pick up product. I don't know for sure. I never tried it. It scared the shit out of me.
Alright. Thanks for the info. Don't walk home alone tonight.
Hey, wait. Look, you might as well know this. Word on the street is that they didn't even make the video. They're just distributing it. No one even knows where it comes from. I'm telling you, man. Whatever you're in, get out of it now.
Wish I could, Flynn. I'm in it for good. Later. What did we... I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Here we go. Flynn, the proprietor of the sin bin, has given you the secret message to relay to the anonymous caller who calls on one of the payphones down the street by the red spot. Then you will be told where to pick up the tape. Well, while we're here, we can do some work for VV. None of you can see me vibing to this, to the bass coming from this track. This is pretty amazing. Yep, I gotta take care of business after going to a peep show. Oh, I see. Where more than the peep show happens, I suppose. Dancers, log all champagne room transactions, CR, include tips. Report peep show revenue under PS. Password, Sinner. Useful to know. We'll look for a computer down here somewhere. Oh god, we can lockpick this? And we succeeded. Oh, interesting. We can rob the change machine of all the cash. This coin changer gives 10-cent tokens for $1, bills only. So I guess these guys, they put the money in here, they get tokens, they spend the tokens on the machines for the peep show. I'm guessing is what goes on. Interesting. We probably have the lockpicking to get into any of these doors. Before we open any of them up, let's go ahead and equip our lockpicking clothing. And I'll wait for this gentleman to come out of a peep show before I try picking a lock, because I don't want to get caught while I'm doing it. You know, no one wants to be caught while they're doing it. Give me a few seconds. We'll end this off camera. Alright, so he's... Yep. Man, I have a hunch this guy's doing this all night. In Planescape Torment, I remember laughing because... spoilers for Planescape Torment. You eventually make your way to this place called the Sentient, I think is what they're called. And they have these orbs that let you feel the emotions and see the events which transpired from certain people. And there's one of these orbs which lets you view what someone was seeing as they were having sex with a succubus. And I swear this one NPC was, he'd walk up to that crystal ball, he'd walk away, get like halfway away from it, turn around and go back to it. I just kept doing it over and over again. I'm like, oh man, that's hilarious. Alright, well without any money in that one gentleman is likely to not want to watch anything else. Is there any key cards or something here we might be able to put to good use? No. Let's see who's in here. Some guy just watching a girl stand there. You must enjoy... Nope, let's not talk about it. So there are 3 people. And we got rid of that. Oh, no, there's only 2. Okay. He's watching one of the dancers. Man, she's not even dancing a sexy dance. She's dancing the dance that all the other girls dance. Nothing sexy about that. Come on now. Well, I guess you know everyone's into their own thing, or in this case, someone else's thing. Look, there's only so many innuendos I can give in one video, everyone, before I'm tapped out. You know, as my mind gets flooded with even more of them. Okay, look, we're waiting for that guy to leave, right? Once he's out, all right, here he goes. All right, so here's the first guy. He's probably gonna go out here to get some money. Let's see how angry he gets. All right, he's out. All right, he's out of here. Perfect. Oh, okay. So there's only one gentleman left. We're probably not allowed just to enter the place, though. We didn't see any computers down here, but we did gain the password. Let's see if we can... So, I can't go into this manager room, everyone. The game won't let me do so. Oh, never mind. It will let me do so. Okay. I wasn't able to lockpick it before. Okay, so I probably don't need to worry about lockpicking anymore then. Let's put back on my leather clothes. And we're in the right place for that sort of thing. A fancy watch. I'll take a fancy watch. Sinner. Inventory? Playful Rabbit. Playful Rabbit, video erotica for couples. Hazy Lens Simulated Copulation 7. Lukewarm Passion Theater, The Minister's Wife. Petticoat Dreams, The Dowager's Driver. Playful Rabbit's hottest penisless sex scenes revealed. How scandalously ribald. A collection of girls staring longingly into each other's eyes. Set to saxophone. Boring. Beastmaster. Oh my god, look how master is spelled. Beastmaster Production, the finest and fresh-faced, feathered and fury frolicking. Natural anthropomorphic explorer in search of the wild Madagascar. Tree Chode. Lady Chatterley's Woofer. Big Game Humper 4, Furbound. Global Goose Chase 19, the wet, hot waterfall of the Nile. Ruby Roo in rhymes with Rutspucked. Yeti Felcher. Oh my god. Well, it takes all kinds, I guess. J-Prawn. J-Prawn, hardest import features. Schoolgirl, everything. Platoon Tang. Soiled train seats. That's disgusting. Mangalicious Androgyny. So this is all anime stuff then, is that right? Some of this? Proves she's not Wow! Proves she's not 18! That is gonna get you in trouble. Mecha Punai. When Tentacle Met Orifice. The 2004... Enemasters. Oh, instead of enemas. Oh my god. Oh, it's too much. Let's check the log file. Center? No. Can we hack? Oh, wait. Log file. Peepers. Nice. We got in there. Carrie. Carrie's total, 240, 350, 75 donkey show. We're good for her. 250, 250, 350, 250. These must be the person that she's working with? CR and PS. I don't even know. We don't want to know. We're not old enough to know. How about Jennifer? How's she doing? Jennifer total, smiley face. 100... 250, 250, 150, 250, 550, 2 customers. Good for her. Putting in that overtime. 150. Chastity. Almost nothing. Oh, Peep Show. That's what the PS stands for. Okay. CR. I don't know what that stands for. My mind's not letting me know. All right. private? Sinner. No. Dirty dog? Dirty dog. Password accepted. Oh! We can learn about DMP here. I guess you just pick up the phone. Okay, so if you fail the conversation topic with the guy upstairs, which we were doing, by the way, persuasion was the only thing that let us get that, then we can come down here to get that information. Big John Farmer. John's finally left the acting side and has begun to produce films. As expected, he's sticking to the farm stuff. He said to contact him at 1-888-555-0101. That guy needs help. So, Peep Show. Status. Window 1 malfunction. 2's operational, 3's operational. Notes parts on order. FB. So we can lock down the other, I guess, screen and get that last guy out of that area. And then the girls should leave in order to take a break since the Peep Show's closed. Man, come on now. There's lots of girls outside. You can look at all the girls out. Well, I guess you can't do what you would want to do in the privacy of a peep room. As much privacy as you're going to get in a peep room. Alright, anything else down here? No, okay. So, I think the girls might now be out of those areas. Let's see if we can get a private showing now by talking to the gentleman upstairs. Or maybe we have to talk with the girls now. Let's see. Are they down here? I think that might be Chastity. Any other girls up here? Oh, no. That must be Chastity. Let's see if we can convince her to go someplace else really quick.
Yeah. What are you looking for, honey?
How about a freebie for me in the other room?
Oh. Okay. I'll just go back into the pleasure palace.
Go ahead. We're not interested, though, in following her. We're interested in this. And it just occurs to me, I didn't bring a melee weapon. So, I have to go back because I don't want to fire a gun in here. This needs to be physical contact. Not, we don't want to shoot her in the face. We want to, you know, give it to her by smacking her in the face with it. So we have to go back and get a melee weapon. So I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, everyone. I'm back, and I'm ready for a sword fight. But first, we're going to see if we can feed on her to keep her incapacitated for a bit before we head on in there.
Well, here we are. You got something specific in mind? Because the clock's ticking, honey.
Actually, I have a secret to tell you. Come here. Oh, wow. Yeah, she really liked that. She was moaning for us. All right, so let's make sure we're in protection. It's gonna get messy in here. Yep, okay, we're good to go. All right. Let's see how much Chastity.
Hey, stop right there.
And you have an angry-looking face, Chastity. Okay, we need to wait till celerity expires before we can go outside, or we'll break the masquerade. All right, not bad. I just had to run back to our apartment and get the sword. And I had to actually, you guys deserve the truth, I had to reload a bit earlier. So I reloaded while I was waiting for the fat guy to get back to the ATM machine, because you're only allowed to persuade, who is that, Jennifer or Carrie, Oh, whoever is on duty, you can only persuade her once to go back into the back room. And if you don't follow her back there, I think she's going... she will walk back. Back toward the break room. And just smoke there, and she won't leave. Alright, oh, actually, the Vesuvius is right across the hall here. So let's talk with VV again. We're up to 9 experience points already. Holy crap. Another 6, and we can level celerity or presence up a point. We'll cut in front of her. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought that was a group of cops for a second. I thought we might have broken the law, about to get arrested or something, but no. He's just,
My watch.
Well, let's not talk about that. Alright, and now I need to cut the recording really quick to make this part easier for me to do some post-work with, because I still haven't fixed the music for this place. Alright, everyone. Been a few days since I played this episode. I think we're here to tell Velvet that we have completed her task of eliminating Chastity, if I recall correctly. Okay, right, and I cut this part earlier in order to get the music prepped for this. Okay. Oh, the girls look like they're all still having fun. Yep. The guys, at least, I suppose, are the ones actually having the fun. I like to imagine he actually just wants to look across the hall, and she's, like, in his face, and he's like, man, this sucks. Let's look. Oh, there's bathrooms. We didn't walk into the bathroom here last time. Maybe someone left a watch or something in the bathroom. Nope. Alright, so let's head upstairs to the VIP room and let Vivi know that the task she needed done is done. Unfortunately, we had to kill Chastity. There was no other way around it. Hello, Velvet.
Look who's back.
Vivi.
Couldn't stay away, could you?
About that hunter.
Mm-hmm.
She's dead.
If we'd never taken the paths we did in life, could we have grown fond of each other? A shame you had to take her life. But you've saved mine, and I won't forget that.
It's unfortunate it had to be this way. I'm not going to say that you'll have to do the same. Velvet strikes me as she doesn't really want to be lectured to, and she doesn't have to be. And we're not the person to do that anyway if she needed it to be lectured. We're the newbie. She is quite experienced. And I'm not going to say just a hunter. That's rather cold. So, and we've been playing lottery such that he doesn't really want to kill people unless he must, so. And I think it was the only way to get rid of Chastity. Well, there's lots of ways to get rid of Chastity. But it's the way we killed the hunter. So it's unfortunate it had to be this way, Velvet.
Yes. But through this ordeal, I've gained an enticing new ally. And I'm beginning to think it was fate.
Hey, very nice. Yeah, maybe, so what's the... Even when something horrible happens to you, you can use it as a learning experience and see the positive in it. So, Hunter dies. She realizes that we can get a task done if she needs one done, and could kill if necessary, although I would still rather prefer not doing so. I think this is one of the first times we actually couldn't talk our way into or out of a situation that involved a person wanting us to kill someone else, right? Like with Boris, we got him to drop the debt that Venus needed, as an example of one of these instances where we didn't have to kill them. But here we totally had to. Well, me too.
You're just saying what I want to hear. Don't stop.
So... I have a question for you, Vivi.
Mm-hmm.
She looks so angry at the moment. I think she's just intense. She really wants to listen to what we're going to ask her about. What can you... Actually, what's there to do in Hollywood?
Mingle, sightsee, chat, and me, of course.
Velvet is more of a tease than Jeanette is. There is no... I don't think there's any physical relations with her. Another question for you, Velvet.
Mm-hmm.
So, what can you tell me about Ash?
Ash. Isaac does so love him. We're like step-siblings, Ash and I. But I think Ash is reckless. He's never been comfortable with what he's become. And he's getting careless.
Oh, Isaac Abrams created Velvet. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, so then she probably is a member of the Anarchs then, and not a Camarilla. Looks like she liked Strauss, though, early on. I guess nothing stops you from being friends with someone of the opposite sect. Or an opposite sect. A opposing sect, or one whose, I guess, beliefs you don't necessarily agree with. That actually could be considered a good thing. That lets you consider your options, and maybe restrains you from going too far down that path. This way it would keep you from being too polarized if you understand the other side well enough. Probably helpful to have friends who don't see eye to eye on in certain things. I could go on a lot about that, but let's not do that. Another question for you, Velvet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we want to ask about a snuff film. She's not likely to know. We got all the information we need from the sin bin. Tell me about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How did you become kindred?
I'm sorry. I'd rather revel in the present than dwell on the past.
Okay. I don't want to end the conversation with saying 3. Me too. Another question.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. Sorry, Velvet. I'll have to go. Okay, we'll take care of Velvet. I guess that was it. I thought there might be another quest she'll give us, but maybe that comes later on. We probably need...
Poor David Hatter.
To get more of the main quest done, or we don't. Who?
David Hatter's an aspiring screenwriter and hotel manager. He comes in more often than he would admit. Several years now. Poor dear just can't get a break. I overheard him talking about his new screenplay with one of my girls. It was about secret societies and creatures that found themselves dealing with inner beasts and persecution by elder monsters. Sound reminiscent of something to you?
Sounds a lot like us, Velvet. He's writing about kindred?
Yes. The details of his story were too insightful to be coincidental. I think someone's working with David. A kindred who doesn't realize the consequences of their actions. Do you know what the penalty for revealing ourselves to Kine is?
We're gonna be serious with Lotaeri. Normally, I would love to joke around, and if I was playing a character who resembles me, I absolutely would say a $150 fine. I'm assuming, let's go with death. Death?
Death. I'm afraid poor David's big break. The screenplay he's worked so hard on must be destroyed, and his less-than-silent partner must be executed. I know David too well. I'm very fond of David, and I'm too close to do what needs to be done.
It's interesting. Velvet is able to... Well, hold on. I was going to phrase that wrongly. It sounds like she's viewing this place more like the brothel for slaking intellectual lusts than an actual stripper joint. Or perhaps this is just what she does, and the girls are just here to dance. She does not want David killed. You're asking me to destroy Hatter's screenplay.
I don't think Hatter knows his collaborator is kindred. You'll have to take David's screenplay, and somehow you'll have to coax the name of his source out of him. Once you found out who, kill the traitor. But do not touch David.
I don't really want to kill another person. You want me to kill again? No.
It's not my law. Telling humans about the Masquerade is against the laws of every faction of kindred society. There are many that are aware of us as it is. If more become suspicious, it could mean our extinction.
Another person using the excuse of breaking the Masquerade to have me kill someone. I haven't liked this whenever it was asked of us, and we didn't do Pisha's quest because we disagreed with this. I suppose this time it is a kindred traitor as opposed to a normal human who is escaping knowing something that they shouldn't. Like if it's a Sabbat, for example, I could kill a Sabbat for trying to trick someone into betraying the Masquerade. I don't know how I feel about this. I wish I saved the game first so I could see what her reaction would be to number 2. We might not have to kill him. We could maybe still talk our way out of it. Okay. I'll find the kindred traitor, and I'll kill them.
David works at the Lucky Star Motel. He's very passionate about his writing. He loves to talk about his craft. I'm sure he'll talk about his screenplay. It may take some persuasion to get him to give up his collaborator's name, however.
Leave it to me.
After this is over, I promise you'll have my complete attention.
I'll come back with David's screenplay. I like that we were talking over our shoulder to her. She is, I think, manipulating us a little bit to do work that she doesn't want to do. And well, I don't know where she put all her blood points. So maybe she's not even able to do. Well, if the kindred we need to kill is something as dangerous as, say, one of the plague bearers, then maybe it's best that she not get involved in it and leave that task up to someone who's more capable. Well, we still have a little bit of time. Maybe like another 5 minutes or so, I think, for this episode. So let's walk over to Lucky Star Motel, and we'll see if we can coax the collaborator's name out of Mr. Hatter. How are we looking, by the way, Tim? On experience points. 10 experience. I didn't realize I had so much saved. Oh, with just 5 more, we could grab another point in presence or celerity. We could also improve our appearance up to rank 4, which is 2 more points. And I would be done putting points into seduction at that point. That's very tempting, actually, for me to do. But I think we're going to have a great deal more combat coming up. So I think it would behoove us instead to improve one of our disciplines a little more, or possibly grab like another point in firearms somehow. Let's wrap up things by going to Lucky Star Motel. And next episode, we'll try to track down the source. Girl, you're hiking your skirt up too much. No, I'm good. You're too desperate. Let's go near. Granted, we do have the seduction to have freebies from all the hookers in California, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so hold on. Here is David.
Night eating you?
Hey, about that manuscript you were telling me about. You have an extra copy?
A good writer always does in this town. Hey, you in the business? Because, man, I got tons of ideas for movies. In fact, I should give you one of my completed screenplays. This one's still a work in progress.
You just want to give it to me nevertheless.
Hey man, there's only one copy here right now. I like to keep it pure. I don't even work on a computer. It disrupts the flow, you know?
I know a few people interested in making a vampire pick. Let me have it.
Sure. But who do you work for anyway? I mean, I'm worried about the studio not seeing eye to eye on some of the creative decisions and whatnot.
Don't worry about it. Say, any co-writers or collaborators?
I really can't talk about it. He likes his privacy.
He will love to meet a being like me. Actually, look like our presents didn't actually work last time. So we'll stick with the persuasion. Don't you think he wants to be famous too? I mean, who doesn't?
Okay. He's a guy, calls himself Julius. He lives under the pier. In fact, I'm supposed to meet him tonight. We talk about vampire film ideas all the time. He's a weird guy, but really creative. You know, I love how his mind works.
Thanks. I'll be leaving now. An envelope with David Hatter's screenplay. It is tentatively called Humanity versus the Vampire Lords. We got 3 experience just for doing that. Let's wrap this quest up. We know where Julius is. It does suck for poor Julius. Actually, you know what? We could use a little more blood.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
I'm a little short on cash, but I'd love to spend some time with you.
I'm gonna show you such a good time. You'll be begging to pay me. Let's go somewhere more intimate. You lead the way.
Let's go. We've learned that all the prostitutes recover their blood pool whenever you zone. So we will never struggle to ever have blood as long as we can make it back to one of the hubs ever again. I think that alone, that does make seduction a really nice quality of life, as it were, upgrade. It's really nice being super attractive and being very suave.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
Sure, let me show you. I'm actually surprised their blood pool is so large. It's so much that Jack had mentioned that it's quality blood we're looking for. I guess these girls are really very well educated. Oh, no, we can't go back that way. That's a dead end. Excuse me, bums. There's strong jaw girl. Yeah, we'll wrap things up. So actually, maybe we should stop here. Yeah, let's stop here. We're all topped off for blood now. Plus, I do have to do the voice stuff because of Vesuvius. Yeah, so we'll stop here. All right, so thank you guys for watching. When we come back, we'll head over to Santa Monica, and we'll talk with Julius. I think he's the guy who's got the speech impediment, and probably the only one of the Thin Bloods still at the pier. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching, everyone.